Ahoy there, YouTube. I'm back once again today for another game review, and today I'll be doing something a little bit different. I'll be reviewing Cranium Hullabaloo, the educational game for ages 4 and up. It is for 1 to 6 players, and it will not take you longer than 2 or 3 minutes to play this game. This is a game designed from the ground up for children and the adults that love to play with their children. Let's have a look at the box. The box itself is about 11 inches by 11 inches, and it is 4 inches deep. So it's not too huge, it's not too small, not too big. The box also has just illustrations of children playing the game, a short synopsis of what the game is about. But it's nice, it's bright, it's colorful, it gets the job done. Let's look inside and see what is inside of here. Inside you're going to get 3 things. First you're going to get the instruction booklet, which is incredibly short and very, very simple to use. This is a game that you literally, once you teach it to your child, you can just let them play by themselves, even at the age of 3 or 4. So let's look at the instructions so I can just read them real quick. Take off your shoes, spread all the 16 pads on the floor. So let's have a look at the 16 pads. These are going to be spread across your floor, and there are 3 different kinds of pads. Well, there's 4. There are animals, there are musical instruments, and there is food. And they are in various different colors and shapes. So you're going to spread these all around your room. You're also going to have some cranium pads, which are just random things from their games. They're purple, and these are where your children are generally going to start the game off at. So once you've spread all of these pads across the room, you're going to put your hullabaloo on the floor nearby. What exactly does that mean? That means you're going to put this nearby, and this is the heart of the game. This is the hullabaloo. And what you're going to do when you're ready to play is you're going to hit this button. Well, first you're going to hit the button on the back to make sure it's turned on, and then you're going to hit this button, and it will give you instructions on how to play the game. It will say, start on a purple square. Then it'll say, dance over to a yellow square. And then it might say, stomp over to a instrument. And then it'll do it for 4 or 5 more with the kids doing fun little things, getting them moving and active, which is always good. And then once it's done to its final one, it will say, freeze! And it will say, if you are on the broccoli, you're the winner! And that's it. That's the extent of the game. The game is thus over, but if your child did not win, which most likely they probably won't the first time, they can just hit this button, start it up again, and play again. Cranium Hullabaloo is an incredibly simple game. Your children will probably enjoy it if they're young enough to really understand it and play it. And you'll have a little bit of fun the first couple times, even though it does get a little bit tedious. Overall, though, I enjoyed the game. If you can find it for cheap, I'd recommend it. Pros and cons of the game? Pros, it gets the children moving, which is great. And I've seen some kids play this for 30, 40 minutes, which is very impressive considering the game itself only lasts about 2 minutes a pop. Also, like I said, I've seen quite a few copies of this at my local Goodwill. You can find these games for cheap, which is always nice. Cons, it did not come with batteries, which is a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. And also, you needed a screwdriver to put it in there, which is another one of my huge pet peeves, when you have to get out the screwdriver and get out the whole toolbox to unscrew this and put it in there. But overall, Cranium Hullabaloo is a nice little game. Your children will probably enjoy it when they're young enough to enjoy it. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to subscribe to my post, and thank you for your time, YouTube. Have a good one.
That was the review for Hullabaloo. For more reviews, check out Bauer's Game Corner.